Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Channel Claire. I'm actually really happy because I just got back from the dentist office and my teeth are clean and pearly white. I really wasn't looking forward to going to the dentist at all, and it had been quite a few years. I'm embarrassed to even say how long it's been since I had been to the dentist, but I feel good having taken care of that. I feel good knowing like what's going on in my mouth, and having plans to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. But I was really nervous about the state of my teeth because I hadn't been so long, and I was happy to hear that it was better than what I thought. And stuff that had been going on 4 years ago really hadn't progressed much. It was maintained, and that was good to hear. So I'm just gonna get it fixed now and have like pearly whites, and I'm so excited about it. It was a good cleaning. It always feels weird when they like do that little pick thing and then you run your tongue across your teeth. I know that's bad, and then you like feel all the spaces. I know that's horrible and like probably TMI, but it is a weird feeling. But I've got my dentist done. I've done my physical. Now I just gotta go to the dang old lady doctor. So for anybody out there, like I said before when I talked about this, if you're putting off your doctor's appointments, if you're really don't want to go, it's just good for preventative care. I've learned, especially from my mother letting me know it's preventative. It's preventative. Like, yes, I know. I don't want to take care of these things, but going into my 30s, I definitely wanted that to be a gift to myself. So I'm so happy I took care of that. So we'll see what else is going on in this day. I have a little appointment I gotta go to later this evening, and I'm really effing hungry. But what's crazy is as I look online and I look, on TikTok, I know people are probably sick of hearing about the Hailey Bieber and Selena crap, but it's just like, it's still going. It's literally still going. I don't know, like, what the plan is for them. Justin's comments are wide open. Hailey's comments are wide open. Just letting people say whatever comes to their mind, and the shit is off the wall. And I'm just thinking how I would feel if I was in that situation. Now, a lot of people say that Hailey deserves all this hate. We have people like Justine Skye being brought into this situation. Makeup artists being brought into this situation who have decided to go ahead and go on Instagram saying that they hate Selena Gomez, and then the post got taken down and they reposted it again with the takedown saying I said what I said, which was I hate Selena Gomez, and it got taken down for bullying. So there's just still all types of stuff going on. It's layered, it's deep. I'm watching it just because through all these revelations that we're seeing, there has to be at least one ingrained truth, because there's so much of it. At least 25% of it has to be truthful. The conspiracy theories with the copying and just the snide remarks and just weird shit if you have not looked into it. But there's so much out there, but there has to be at least 25% of it to be true. So we're gonna look into a little more of that, and we'll see what else is going on in this world, because it is crazy. I'll see you guys in a little. Okay, you guys, we've got some more good news out here in the universe, which is awesome. I did not expect to see this today, but apparently this is a thing, and it's going all the way back to the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, which we know was a unanimous decision that this woman lied maliciously, lied through her teeth repeatedly. Audio was thrown up in her face, she sat there on the stand and listened to her screaming and acting like an irate banshee. Sat there and somehow managed not to like cave into herself. Proceeded to lie on what we had just heard, and we got our unanimous decision that she is the liar of the universe. So now I guess this is the thing where Laura B has reported that the verdict judgment still stands because neither side has filed to vacate the verdict. Neither side. Although we were told there was mountains more of evidence, there were notes from the psychologist, there was this, that, and the other that didn't get into the case because her lawyers didn't do her job and she just threw them right under the bus. But neither side decided to vacate, meaning Amber is admitting, finally, to me, that she's a liar. she's a liar. I would just like for her to, you know, give an apology, but that, you know, pigs will fly before that happens. But this is good news. This is good news. It solidifies everything. There's no question, even though these literal lunatics online continue to this day. We're in a whole other year, right? To this day, they are still trying to claim that this woman is completely innocent of anything. Like, completely innocent. Like, she is the actual victim. Johnny put his hands on her. None of the shit that, like, they heard in the audio and everything happened. Like, they are all of a sudden deaf to that. Like, do they think this woman is innocent? I think that it is probably a whole bunch of bots still at this point. I think that they're trying to do any and everything while Amber is somewhere in a cave in Spain trying to hide for her judgment. Anything they can to try to repair her image, which is just never going to happen. So it's vacated, it's signed, damages have been satisfied, so that means the payment was made, but that judgment, settlement, damages is under lock and key. We don't know what it was that was paid. So that's interesting. I wonder if that will ever come out, or if that is just never, that's just not going to be a thing. But it's signed, sealed, and delivered, y'all. Signed. Yup. Signed, sealed, and delivered. And I really love Laura B. Like, she does awesome work. If you do not follow her on Twitter, she keeps you up to date on everything. She was going through the whole situation with Amber's insurance companies, trying to fight on who's going to pay what because, bitch, you lied. She's just so awesome. And she has the time and care to, like, go into all these details, because I see these documents and I see all this, you know, the wording and the verbiage and these documents, and I'm like, what is this saying? I need it, like, simplified for me. But yeah, it's dated in this year, 2023. Laura Heard, Johnny C. Depp, signed by Rottenborn. So that is the attorney of Amber the Heard. Crazy ass. It's signed. It's done. So although they can sit up here on this internet, on Johnny D. Depp's internet, and sit there and lie their faces off still, and we have journalists that just refuse to get off of it. Like, I can't even, like, like, I see people interact with this woman, like Andy Signor and that Umbrella guy, and I see them interact with this journalist, Kat Tenenbaum, and I'm just like, I click on her page to kind of see what it is that she's saying, and it's just completely, I don't understand. I have no understanding of people who just don't want to see truth and reality and will do anything, sell their soul to literally give people the opposite story. It's very strange. This is very, very strange. But I did want to touch on that before I go out to my appointment, because wow, good job on Johnny. Good job on the team. Camille, Ben, you guys did fantastic. Johnny is in the UK furnishing his house with a whole bunch of antiques. He probably has a house off in the countryside somewhere, you know, very stoned, and it has the vines growing up, you know, very rustic, all the vibes. He's gonna have all his tapestries and the colors and the guitars everywhere. Like, it's going to be lovely. I wish I could see it. But I'm just so happy that he's moving on in life. And no matter what they do to try to take him down, they can try to write all the backwards headlines they want. They can try to come for his daughter if they want to, try to steal, like, her shining moment. Trying to, like, with the Rolling Stone, trying to trash her show, The Idol, with The Weeknd. They can try as they might. But it still stands that you were proven a liar in the court of U.S. law. And we saw it on our TV with our own eyes, and you lied. And then tried to gaslight the public that we didn't hear and see and witness what we just witnessed from you. It's insanity, and I'm so glad that this is done and deaded. It's a fucking wrap. Like, we don't have time anymore. Like, we really don't have time anymore. So I'm just so happy for Johnny. I do see that Harry, they're making fun of him now on my timeline because he talked about in his mental health seminar over the weekend about him psychedelics, or you know, drugs of that nature being something that is fundamental in his life and something that he uses to get through things and get understandings about his past and trauma and stuff like that. So they're dragging him all up and down for that. And I'm just like, that is where, like, that way, I have no issue with that at all. Do whatever works for you, whatever therapy works for you, whatever makes, you know, you cope with. I'm fine with all of that. I have no judgment. But it comes to a certain point where it's like, okay, when are you giving the public too much of your information when you guys said that you wanted privacy? I feel like that's too much. That's something we didn't need to know, and you gave people a snippet of your life to now, you know, because people try to look at people who use drugs as, you know, not competent to do this, that, and the other. So now you're in politics, I guess, and if you want to be at this event or this seminar and this, that, and another, now the world knows that you do psychedelics. Did you just come off a trip? Did you, like, who knows? Like, so at what point are you giving too much information to the public, especially when you wanted privacy? So I just feel like they need to stop talking, zip the lip, shut the fuck up. Like, stop telling these people about what you're doing behind closed doors in order to cope and get better, because here they are judging you for it, and it's all up and down. Now your parents know that you're doing psychedelics and this, that, and other. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Like, I don't know. And I'm still trying to figure out if they've actually been invited to the coronation. Like, did they get a little invitation all fancy and everything, save the date, respond what you want for your meal, or like, what happened? Did his dad call him up? Did a messenger come to him and say, hey, are you coming, are you not? And now they're stalling on making a decision. But we're headed into the middle of March. The coronation is in May. What are y'all going to do? That is what I'm waiting for. That is what I want to see. They made their appearance. We know they got kicked out of Frogmore. I keep calling it Frogmore. Is it Fogmore or Fogmore? Fogmore House. What's next? So it's going to be interesting to see. I'll keep following it, but I got to run out here to go to my appointment, and we'll see what else is up. So just as a follow-up from the Johnny Depp stuff from earlier, and I said that the amount was like not disclosed under lock and key, but I'm seeing here that she was ordered to pay him the $1 million in damages for the defamation that she put on our Johnny Depp for no good reason other than greed, literal greed. And I'm sitting here thinking back on all of this, and I'm just like, girl, you could have had it all. Here we are in 2023. She literally was gonna, Aquaman hasn't even come out yet. Apparently she's still in the movie. It's tested horribly. Probably one of the worst, like, superhero movies, whatever. The movie just doesn't need to come out. They need to scrap the whole thing and try to start over. But if she had not screwed herself over, she would have been, you know, coming off of this movie, and she would have had her pick of so many different opportunities. Her pick. She wouldn't be scrounging just to, like, get jobs thrown at her or whatever. She would have her literal pick. She would be traveling with Johnny from place to place. Johnny would be on Pirate 6. You know, like, they could be doing the damn thing, but you could not act right because you never loved him. You never wanted to be in a real relationship with him. You faked your personality so you could be with him to begin with. And then you tried to blackmail him and take his money, his properties, and everything else. And you got stopped and you got pissed off when you got called the fuck out on it. And made to look like the complete gold digger that you are. I'm sorry. And she hated being called a gold digger, but that's exactly what you did. So yeah, you got $7 million to do whatever the hell you did with it, other than donate it to the charities that you claim to do. And now $1 million has to be paid back. Now, I know that there was, like, back and forth with her insurance companies and this, that, and another. So at this time, I'm not really sure who paid this $1 million. If it came out of her grubby little pocket, I don't know. We don't know where this $1 million came from. I'm sure Laura B or Andrea knows exactly where it's come from, but maybe I'll do a little more digging and find out. But just thinking back on where they could have been individually and as a couple, it's just a sad situation and a sad case. But when you're dealing with people like Amber, she was someone who it seems like was just never going to be satisfied. He gave her the literal world. Didn't he name an island after her? Like, am I not mistaken? Like, gave her the literal world and it was still not enough. Insanity. Insanity. So now she's somewhere around this world, like, where is effing Waldo? And with a child with whom we hope is under some type of supervision with a competent person. But, you know, we'll let that be as it may. And it's done now. It's done now. So you didn't put up any more arguments, no more appeal, none of that other bullshit. You had nothing else to say. So I don't want to see a year from now her popping the fuck up in some random ass interview and or worse, some random ass fucking book doing press tours and rounds and bringing this shit all the way back up again. I just have a feeling she'd go there, try to make a buck, you know, real quick. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm just so happy that this is over. And, you know, while we're all here, you know, online talking about this and everything, I'm sure Johnny is just like, you know, he probably got the call today from his team. They were like, hey, da 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 da, it's paid, done, da da da. He was like, thanks, y'all, done. Go back to buying antiques. Like, it's strumming on his guitar. But it's just, it's a sad situation, but they were never meant to be anyway. So, unfortunately, you have to go through the fire sometimes to get to where you're supposed to be on the other side. Don't we effing know? But I'm gonna leave it at that today, you guys. It's just been a very long day. A very long day, but it's been very productive at the same time. So it's one of those days where I can be like, oh, job well done, honey. Job well done. Additionally, I was talking about on Twitter, and I don't know if you guys don't know, I do have a Twitter. If you want to follow me, what's my Twitter? It's at Channel Claire YT on Twitter if you want to follow me there. But I was talking about possibly doing like ASMR, and I'm wanting to do like a magazine flip through type thing, and I filmed one as like a tester, but I'm super nervous to post it, and I filmed it like beginning of March. I'm scared to post it. Just because I know that I'm not at the level of all the other ASMR artists that I watch regularly. But I guess with everything, you know, there's trial and error and everything like that. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not, but I do really want to do my magazine flip throughs, tingles and tea. I think it sounds really cute. But that's it, yeah. I just saw like a picture of Lori Vallow Daybell pop up on my timeline. They're about to go through a case. They're about to go through trial. I mean, insanity. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here, you guys. Think about liking, think about subscribing. If so, I would very much appreciate it, and you would make my day. It really helps out a lot just to like help grow my channel and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys a little bit later. Ta-ta for now.